Okay, this is very good news, but unfortunately it is not being reported that much. According to Bitmex.com, it is possible that Tether does have enough dollars in its reserves to back up every single Tether it has with dollars. So for every one Tether, we should have $1. This is great news, but I'm not really seeing it that reported that well. So, in brief, Tether is a cryptocurrency that is backed by the US dollar. One Tether is supposed to equal $1, and it is used by some of the largest exchanges, mostly Bitfinex, in order to trade cryptocurrency back and forth from either Bitcoin to dollars or EOS to dollars, Ethereum to dollars, and it's quite convenient. In September, we know that every single Tether was backed by dollars, but more recently, the company that audits Tether pulled out for some reason that we don't particularly know, and this led to a catastrophic crash in the cryptocurrency space. This news was everywhere. All mainstream news, business news, finance news, and even people who are very pro Bitcoin, very pro cryptocurrency was calling Tether scam and slandering Bitfinex. My channel, again, not the greatest news source in the world, but I presented the problem to people. I also kind of said, we don't particularly know yet if it's not backed or if it's a scam. It's currently an allegation, and it would have huge, massive problems if it's not true. But now it's looking like, they are actually backed by a bank in Puerto Rico, and it's also possible that not only are they backed by a bank in Puerto Rico, but it could possibly be a full reserve bank that not only. So that means that not only is all the Tether backed by US dollars, all those US dollars are also fully reserved. Again, none of this is confirmed, but with the information we have, it looks like that Bitfinex and Tether, because those two companies are very linked, will survive the audit and the subpoena. And it was just, unfortunately, almost a 2-month long headache for Tether. So, but what I'm finding strange is that when I search Tether into Google News, Cointelegraph reported this, but since then, most of the news is very negative for Tether, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency, and there's still people posting about the Tether fiasco without the new information that Bitmex has revealed to us. So it's kind of like this wave of FUD, this wave of paranoia and insecurity crashed the crypto market for weeks now, for whatever we're talking about, well over a month. Yet when good news comes out, nobody cares so much. So looking at the price of Bitcoin, my brief is that I'm still very bullish. I posted a video when it happened that Bitcoin went under 30 RSI, which usually indicates a start of bull move, and then since then we had 2 weeks bull momentum and followed by a week of a downtrend. Yes, the downtrend has now slowed down today. Of course, is not confirmed. The week-long downtrend has slowed down. As you can see here, this is the 50-day moving average. It wasn't able to spend a day above it. I don't believe in moving averages. They're not the most important thing in the world, but they can be useful. So I'll switch to the 3-hour candle, and it looks like that Bitcoin is trying to move up today, which makes sense because it is in fact a Monday. So what will I think will happen with the price of Bitcoin looking at this? Going down for a week is healthy. 2 weeks shoot up, followed by a week going down. Very healthy, very normal, healthy pattern for Bitcoin. I believe it can go all the way down to 7,500 and we'll still be okay for the year. But stopping at 9,200 is also obviously better. It is possible that this is the lowest low that we are going to have, and its next move is to try and break through, getting close to $12,000, which would confirm the end of the downtrend. But it is also possible that it could get to this resistance line that I've drawn, and it could go bounce up and down for a week or two before actually doing it. But of course, it could also break it today. It could also crash. Anything can happen. But I am definitely bullish for Bitcoin for the rest of the year. And I would say most likely this is the cheapest possible Bitcoin price you're going to get for the rest of the year. Last time I declared that was 2 weeks ago. I really don't believe it is going to go much lower. Look at the other big dudes. I guess Litecoin was going up a bit. Anyway, Litecoin is definitely on an uptrend. It has already hit this resistance level twice. However, it looks like it's in a stronger position to break through it. If I was a swing trader, I would buy into it. I guess buying into Litecoin for long term is also good. However, if you do buy Litecoin today, next couple of days, it is possible it could go down 15 or 20% before breaking through. It's possible, but it is showing strength. Again, I'm looking at the daily charts. Ethereum. If I was going to buy either Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum, I would buy Ethereum. Let me draw a support level. I made a video a few months ago, I guess. The price is all the way. I made the video around this price range, and the price almost tripled since then. And it's double the amount I said when I said Ethereum was a really safe bet. I think buying and holding Ethereum today is also a good long-term plan. In fact, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum are all good. Waves was, of course, it broke out of its downtrend, but then there was a crypto crash. At least it's not going too low. Like, there is support levels for it. I guess we really need to wait for the smart contracts to come out soon or more good news for Waves when it has the smart contracts. Will be fucking awesome. And despite that, so how I relate Wave to Tether and why it's important is because despite that I think that the Tether issue will be wrapped up fine, I am worried about decentralized exchanges, and I do see them as a problem, which is why I support the Waves project, because it's a decentralized exchange. It works well enough. It's not a professional exchange, but it works well enough for most people, so I recommend if you only have $10, $100 to invest in cryptocurrency and you want to play around, the Waves platform is better for you than the other platforms. Steam, unfortunately, I'm not really tell you about Steam. I mean, it had a great run, and then it broke its uptrend, and so happens, and the US is also quite low. Anyway, overall, I am bullish for Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum based on looking at the charts. I am bullish on Waves based on the technology that is going to come come out, and it's going to be awesome. Live free or die trying.